What's going on there, YouTube? Vaping with Twisted420 has returned. And today we got a regulated device to show you folks. An authentic regulated device from China. Today we're going to take a look at the SX Mini by Yeehee from Coval Vapes in San Antonio, Texas. Let's go ahead and have a look at it, why don't we? Alright folks, and we are back. We are back once again. I got my new lighting in here. It's actually really bright. I just ordered some new lights because my old lights, one of them was kind of fucking up. And now it's really bright. I got some glare on the posters here. I'm going to get rid of that in due time. We'll figure that out. But and if nothing else, I got some new lights. Needed some new lights, got some new lights. We're going to be giving the old lights away very soon to some up-and-coming reviewers on the YouTubes. We'll get to that later. What it's about today is this little fella. This is the SX Mini by Yeehee. Everybody knows Yeehee. They pretty much make the best chips that have come out of China to date. And then they said, fuck it, let's make our own mod. And that's what they did. And here it is. It's a really nice, little solid little mod right here, folks. This came from Coval Vapes in San Antonio, Texas. And the price on this thing is $189.99. Now I know what you're thinking, 189 bucks for 60 watts. That seems a little ridiculous, but I gotta say the chip that's in this is really nice and the mod itself is really nice. I've been wanting to talk about this anyway. Okay, you got DNA 40 devices and stuff from American modders, and a lot of people will pay, you know, $300 to $400 for those, but you know, they got temperature sensing and all that. What would you pay for a 60 watt device from China? Is there bias because it's from China? You know, do people feel like, oh, I shouldn't pay that high of a price because it's from China? If it's a good product, it's a good product, the way I look at it. Hell, I love the Solara DNA 30 that Beyond Vape came out with. It was 175 bucks, and this is 30 watts more than that. So, I don't know. It's kind of, a lot of people have fell in love with it. A lot of people are buying them. And wouldn't you know it, they already got another version coming out with temperature control. Yeah, fuck me, right? It's like $199 versus $189, so it's like 10 bucks more for temperature control if you're into that kind of stuff. I still hate nickel, personally. I do like some of the pre-built nickel coils for some of the tanks, but it's whatever. Yeah, it's a 60 watt variable wattage device. Takes a single 18650 micro USB charging. It has a nice little gyroscope in there to where when you flip it, the screen flips, which is awesome. I think that's really cool. It's about time. They've been doing that fucking tilt to adjust your wattage shit forever. Might as well flip the fucking screen when you turn it. Yeah, I think that's great. You can still get into the menu system. You can still do bypass mode to basically where you're using the mod like a mech. It just dumps battery voltage. That's pretty cool. And the presets, I still don't know if I like them or not. You know how you got M1 to M5? It has preset wattages that you visit the most. It's cool, but sometimes when I'm just trying to change wattage real quick, I start fucking with the presets. Then I got to go back down. We'll get into all that when I go over the menu and so forth. But cool thing is this little feller's stable down to 0.15. I mean, it's a single 18650 battery. You're not going to get, you know, fully power a device at 0.15 with the limitation, but still you won't be able to. It's a 60 watt regulated device. At 0.15, it just wouldn't be super feasible, but at least you're stable down to that. I'll give it that. Yeah, I like it. I've been enjoying this guy. It's really comfortable to hold. It works well. I'm running the Delta 2 on it right now. I got some Smurf in there by Vaporgate. Shout out to those guys. Really good juice. The first half of this video, I'm going to use the Delta 2. The second half of the video, I'm going to switch over to a dripper because a lot of people thinking, oh, I need 150, 200, I need 100,000 fucking watts to vape right and blow clouds. No, you don't, man. You can do a lot with 60 watts. You can do a good bit with 60 watts. And we'll talk about all that stuff here shortly. But yeah, we'll switch over to a dripper here in a little bit. We'll chunk some clouds. We'll hang out. We'll have a good time. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess to further get to know the SX Mini. Oh, before I was about to go to the dive up close thing. Before we do that, they got, and there's an upgrade that you can do because you can hook this thing up. The firmware is upgradable on this. You can set it up to do like 100+ watts, but it's the most ridiculous accessory I've ever seen. They have, you have to stack two 18650s, which means there's a tube adapter once you upgrade the firmware that sits out about 6 inches past the mod, and it looks ridiculous. You have to run two 18650 stacked to get it to get the proper voltage for 100 watts. And I'm gonna cut to a picture real quick because it looks fucking ridiculous. It was the worst idea ever. Check this out. Ridiculous, right? That looks fucking retarded. Well, I'm not gonna say retarded. That's offensive. It looks dumb. Okay. The freaking tube. Yeah, that's no, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that you can upgrade it to 100 watts. The accessory looks stupid. Now that we're done bullshitting, let's go ahead and dive up close. All right, folks, and here we are up close with the SX Mini. Let me go ahead and get, look at this little bag. That's fancy. I thought that was real fancy. You get the bag with the box. It's got a little slip screen, kind of like a Nautilus or a mini Nautilus. You guys remember those, right? Yeah, that pops off. Open her up. It's all nice. It's real well done. You got a little card in here. Look at this professional shit right here. You got a little user manual in there, a little warranty card, all that good stuff. It seems real official. They weren't fucking around with this guy. Yeah, everything's in here. Let me go ahead and pop this out. This is gonna be our micro USB charge cable. I'm surprised I didn't tear that. Oh, yep, I did. Fuck, never mind. Yeah, micro USB charging cable in there. Really long one at that. So that's pretty cool. Packaging is not too shabby. I like it. It's all cut out nice for the mod and all that good stuff. Anyway, let's move all that to the side for now and focus on the main man right here, right now. Say hello to my little friend, the SX Mini. I like this guy. For a second there, when you change it, it goes like backwards. It's crazy. Anyway, I get stuck doing that. I'm sorry. So anyway, here we are, folks. This is the device. As you can see, this thing is made for you to hold it. You got this little nub in here. You fucking just grip it and you vape. You know, your finger just kind of falls right into place. I like the button on here. Really nice little button. Kind of sharp on the sides, but a nice button nonetheless. Oh, this whole thing is pretty well constructed, people, I must say. Pretty well constructed. Up top, you got a little 22mm 510 area right here that is indeed spring-loaded. Yeah, spring-loaded 510, which is pretty much the standard, the norm nowadays. You got a screw up here and a couple down here that hold the device together. It's a pretty sharp little fella. I like the look of it. It's not too complicated, not real messy, just nice and clean. SX Mini, you know, they're just chilling on this guy. I like it. The finish is nice on it. Only thing sucks. Here's a con for me, and the only way to get this open, you can't just use a screwdriver or anything. You got to have either like a quarter or something in your pocket, or I use the end of these ceramic tweezers, and that's how I open it. See, fits in there like so. It's a really big flat opening, but we'll go ahead and show you that because I want to give you guys a full meal deal here. We'll pop the battery out, pop it in, turn it on, show you all the shit. Let me get this damn battery. Little son bitch. There we go. Come on. No, still not quite there yet. Bam, there we go. So here, yeah, there's your little negative contact there. You got a couple of vent holes down here in the bottom. I'm using a Samsung 25R in this bad boy. Damn it, I need to rewrap this bitch. I did not know. I fuck up too much stuff, I tell you. But yeah, real simple. There's a spring right off in the top for the positive contact, if you can see in there. I think everything is brass inside the body. Yeah, looks pretty good. Now let's see how this works when you first boot it up. Go ahead and get this in here. Oh, see, and there it goes. SX Mini, SX350, which is the chipset that it's running. It does that when the battery first makes contact. We'll just go ahead and tighten that down. Yeah, this is the only thing that kind of sucks is how you get the battery in and out. But I mean, you got micro USB charging, but I know some folks just like to swap over to a fresh bat sometimes. So yeah, that's kind of a con. Okay, so this is a 5-click on type of situation here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get the SX Mini, SX350, and bam, now we're rocking. Let me go ahead and put the Addy back on so we can get some information up on the screen, and I'll show you guys a few things. All right, so there we are. It's gonna look a little scrambled, the OLED through my camera, but it'll be fine. You guys will get the idea. Yeah, so you 5-click on. Here's the thing. Anytime you press the up button, you're gonna start scrolling through presets. M4, M5, M1, M2, M3. And that, I kind of like the preset thing, but at the same time, if you want to start adjusting your wattage, like let's say we stop here, you got to press back. That allows you to start adjusting things any way you want. You got to go power down, and it's kind of inconvenient, but you know, it's whatever. Let's take a look at the screen here. In the top left, you got your wattage. To the right, you got the voltage that it is applying to get that wattage. You got your ohm load, you got a battery bar, and you have the actual battery voltage right underneath. I'm resting at about 4.07. It's fluctuating a little bit as batteries do. So yeah, it's kind of, yeah, they doubled up. You got the bar and you got the readout. Down here in the bottom left corner, you got this joules shit that I'm not even going to try to get into because it sounds super complicated. And now you might notice something a little different here other than all the normal stuff. See that thing that says powerful? That's pretty cool. This is one unique feature of this chipset. If you're just chilling and you start pressing power down, it's going to go soft, standard, powerful. Basically, what that's doing is, let's say I left it at 32.9 watts and I leave it in standard, everything's normal. If I put it in powerful, it's going to try to apply 10% more power for the first 2 seconds, and then it'll go back to normal power. That's kind of cool. I've actually been enjoying that feature. I can leave it on 1 wattage and kind of mess around with the power settings, and I don't have to adjust my voltage or my wattage. It's pretty cool. So usually I use powerful on drippers. Soft I use on some of my Clearos or my K-Funs and Billows and such, depending on what I got the wattage set to. On soft, it's going to fire about 10% under for the first 2 seconds and then kind of catch up to the set wattage. And I think that's pretty damn cool. That is a neat little feature. I like it. You know, if you want to slow burn into it, set it to soft. You want to do shit regular, set it to standard. And if you want to rock out for the first 2 seconds, you set that bitch to powerful, yo. Now, to lock this thing is 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. It's locked. And then 1, 2, 3. It's unlocked. Real simple. Now, here's the thing. Everybody knows these SX chips. You can go into the menu and then it's all gravity. If you leave it like it's sitting right now, let's go 5 clicks to get into the menu system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, it's adjusting on its own. That's because it's left sitting to the side. Like if I try to do anything, bam, it automatically exits out. That's one thing kind of weird. What you got to do, and it's kind of awkward, is you got to stand this bitch straight up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. Now I can adjust the wattage, or I can do the tilt thing. And whatever you set it to here, it does not affect your presets if you adjust your wattage in the menu setting. So that's some stuff to know. But let's go through the menu real quick. You got your wattage adjustment. You can exit out. Bypass. Remember that bypass mode I was telling you about? Let's go ahead and turn that on and check it out real quick. I'll show you guys that. Pretty much, yeah, bypass. Oh, no, damn it. Damn it. I turned the shit and now it's going off. Fuck, it says bye-bye. All right, hold on 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's start over. Come on. Come on. Okay, now it's in bypass mode. So all it's going to do is straight dump the battery voltage. Yeah, so it kind of runs like a mech in bypass mode, which is a pretty cool feature. I like that. Let me get back into the menu system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll turn bypass mode off. System on, we want to leave that on. If you want to turn the device off completely, instead of just locking it, this is where you would do so. I accidentally did it a minute ago. It told me bye-bye, and I was sad. All right, and then link. This is if you want to hook up the micro USB to a computer for firmware updates and stuff. You can turn that on by doing a little tilt, but we don't want it on, so I'm going to tilt it the other way. Fucking... There we go. All right, link off. No, link off, motherfucker. Oh, yeah, I forget. I got to leave it straight up and down. Okay, cool. Son of a bitch. Oh, what the fuck? Did it just reset it when I turned the link off? All right, you know what? This damn thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's, all right, let's do it again. Oh, I guess that it has to do that when you link it. I don't know. Fuck. Let's see here. Now, let's get back into the menu one more time so I can show you the rest of the shit. Bypass, system on, link, display. Now, you notice how it automatically adjusts the display? You can set it to do... Ah, damn it. Why did I press the button? You can set it to do right or left, depending on how you want to look at it. But if you leave it on auto, it'll just flip on its own. So that's cool that you can set it either way, but I like the auto flip. But yeah, really that's all there is to see in the menu system. You can bypass it, link it up, adjust the wattage, all that good shit. So let's go ahead and exit. Bam, we're back out to our normal screen. Here's another thing too, and I just did it. You know, as I said to you, if you press up on the power, it's going to go through the presets or whatever. Well, if you're just chilling, let's say I'm going to fire it. If you're just chilling and you go through the presets and all that, right? And you set it on something you want. Let's say you want to start backing something down. Nope, it's going to go straight to the freaking soft, standard, and powerful. That's another thing that's kind of weird on this guy. Like, you can't just turn up the power and turn down the power. You're either going to do presets or you're going to fuck with the different modes. So, yeah, that's kind of a con. Those are a couple little cons that I got about this guy. But I will say the buttons are nice and clicky. Everything has a nice feel to it. The construction of this thing is nice. It just, oh damn it, I turned it off. Bye-bye, fuck me. Everything feels really nice about this mod. It's a solid little fucker. I've been using the shit out of it and I like it a lot. I think I showed you the menu and everything that you needed to see. All that good stuff. Now what I'm gonna do, pop this Delta 2 off. Bye-bye, Delta 2. I'm gonna pop on this Clyde. This is a prototype Addy from Third Degree Vape, the guys that made the Jester, the Musket Box and all that. This is one of their new Addies, the Clyde. And I forget what build I have on here, but let me see. Oh, damn it, it's in bypass somehow. Let me get back in here. You set it to 60 watts and powerful. Does it try to shoot 10% above 60 watts? You know, like, does it go past 60 watts? Does it do 10% more at its max wattage? That's a good question. I don't know. But yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. 60 watts cooking like a charm. Where are we at? 0.30? Yeah. Oh yeah. That's gonna be just fan-fucking-tastic. Look how pissed off it is at 60 watts. That is fucking great. Cool. Cool. Yeah, now we will get our drip on. So yeah, folks, let's go ahead at this point. Pop that on like so, which it looks pretty spiffy with all the matching black. At this point, I feel perfectly fine with backing out, talking on it, and vaping on it. Oh, set to powerful. It might be a little much at 60 watts. I think it might be doing a little bit more than 60 watts. There was a little scratchiness there. Anyway, we're back. We just took an up close and personal look at the SX Mini. Now the question is, Twisted, how does it vape? And I gotta say, the SX chips have been great ever since they started coming out. They're accurate chips. This one has a few extra features. It's just a fucking fantastic vape. Let me go ahead and have a toke real quick. Bitch putting out like a champ. I mean, 60 watts, still good. It's still good. A couple of things I forgot to mention before and up close. This thing does have a overheating protection. So if you get the mod too hot, it's gonna say too hot, wait 10 seconds, let the chip cool down. That's one thing. It's got reverse battery protection. It's got a lot of protection built in. So you're pretty good to go with this little regulated device. Now let's get into some interesting stuff. 189 bucks for a 60 watt device. Sure, there's other 60, 70, 100 watt devices that are cheaper, but are they built as nice? Do they pack the same features? These are kind of things that are up for debate. One limiting factor some people may see is a single 18650. If you're running 60 watts on a single 18650, the battery's gonna drain pretty quick. You know, they got the extension tube, which is fucking ridiculous. I still can't that's crazy. But overall, I gotta say, it's a really well-built, well-functioning mod. Is it worth $189.99? That's a question you gotta ask. And really, I'm not too fucked up about the whole new one with the temperature sensing, because temperature sensing, I'm not quite there yet. I hate nickel wire. Maybe someday somebody will come up with a chip that'll let you use Kanthal and do temperature sensing, but until then, I'll use it sometimes. It's good on drippers, if nothing else, but we don't even know how good. I'm pretty sure with their track record, it's probably going to be pretty dead on, the temperature sensing on the new chips from SX, from Yeehee or whatever. But we don't even know yet if it's going to be as good or as bad as the DNA 40 and so forth and so on. So there's a lot left in the air. But anyway, despite all that, about this mod, what I like and don't like. like I said, the preset M1 through M5 thing, I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. Sometimes it's annoying, kind of gets in the way when I just want to change my wattage on the buttons. Sure, you can go into the menu, do all the gravity stuff, but if you just want to press some buttons, you got to fuck around with it for a second to get your desired wattage. Even though, you know, it does go to your most used wattages, sometimes you want to tune your shit for something else. You got a different addy on, so forth, so on. The soft, standard, and powerful mode, I think is cool. I've actually used it. It's a useful feature, in my opinion. I think that's a good thing. Micro USB charging, firmware upgradable, all that good stuff, that's a plus. The way you get the battery in and out kind of sucks. You got to have a quarter with you, which, you know, there's usually a quarter around somewhere for the most part. Some people hate change. I hate change being around. But usually I got a quarter or something laying around that I can get in there with. But it kind of is a pain in the ass a little bit. But then again, you got micro USB. So it's kind of a moot point. But I'm going to talk about it anyway. You know what I mean? But I like some other things. The 22 millimeter top cap. Spring-loaded 510. The button I like, even though the sides are a little sharp when you scrape your finger across it. It falls right into the like if you hold it like this, everything just falls directly into place to take a nice good toke. It's good. It's good. It's good. I like that. I like that. So yeah, a couple of cons: the battery door down here, the presets. Having to hold it straight up and down while adjusting the gyroscopy gravity thing. That's kind of a thing. But it's got some good stuff going for it. The bypass mode, all the protection built in. The accurate ohm load reading, that's something I really like. You can see it's a 0.30 right now. You know, some things only do the hundredths or the tenths. This one goes down to the hundredths. I like that. I like that about it. The screen's nice. It's a good chip. It's a well-built mod. Overall, I think it's a good product. It's just the price. The price is going to get some people. Whether you think it's worth it or not, I don't know. Speak with your wallets. But if nothing else, it's a nice, high-quality device out of China. And they're asking a premium for it. Which, you know, fuck it. China, they're making good mods. They deserve it. You know, everything that have to be America or from Spain or fucking Germany or something. You know, hey, China has quality. You know what I mean? They can have cheeseburger. But overall, I like the mod, people. I like the mod. It's a comfortable to hold mod. It vapes well. It's got some good stuff going on inside it. Overall, I think the SX Mini is a winner. I'll put links in the description to Coval Vapes if you want to go over there and check it out. They got a nice little write-up about the soft, standard, and powerful. Shout out to Willie, the homie William over there at Coval. Shout out to all those guys. Really great shop. If you're ever in San Antonio, stop by there. They got a little happening spot over there. But yeah, it's the SX Mini, people. I was here to share it with you. I think it's a damn good little variable wattage device. And really, that's all I got for you. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Remember, it doesn't matter what you're vaping on as long as you're not on the stinkies. And last but not least, you stay sexy, YouTube. Me and the SX Mini are out.